Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2021 mid-month general readings. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of September, and this reading is for the water sign of our fish, for Pisces. Welcome everyone. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, any of the videos on my YouTube channel. And thank you as well for all of your likes and shares and hitting that subscribe button, your donations, feedback, comments, those of you who reach out for personal readings. Thank you so much. So this is for Pisces for the last 2 weeks of September 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Pisces. It's relevant if you're cross-watching for a Piscean. Of course, it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. It is a general reading. So watch all of your signs for any additional insight they may provide. And if you find that something resonates with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, you can click on the description link below, click on the little arrow where you'll see my email address, maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. Feel free to email me directly. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond within the same day with more information. And I do readings full time, so I'm pretty diligent about timely scheduling. So message me if you're interested. I'd be happy to hear from you. Okay, Pisces, let's see what the last 2 weeks of September look like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot Royale. Okay, Pisces, we begin with the Nine of Coins. Independence, self-sufficiency, confidence, self-empowerment, being able to take care of yourself just fine. With the Six of Wands, victory, triumph after a success, public recognition. The Ten of Swords, surrendering to a painful ending, coming to the end of something which may have been difficult. It may have involved some kind of betrayal or feelings thrown under the bus in some way. But tens represent cycle ends there, so it's at the end. It's also about surrendering to an ending. The Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, held hostage, feeling like you can't change or improve a situation or leave a situation. This could be the end of feeling helpless. It's just like saying, okay, maybe there isn't anything I can do here. It's interesting. We have the Ten of Coins, long-term stability and security, particularly financially and materially. Can also be long-term relationships. There is a connection to home and family, sometimes called the inheritance card. With the Four of Wands, the happy home card, marriage, celebrations around home and family like weddings, reunions, celebrations, or just really kind of enjoying that feeling you get when you're, at home or at a function where there's friends and family, and you just feel that kind of gratitude about just being able to be there and connect with other people. It is one of the happy, stable, harmonious home energies. Anticipatory excitement too. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Nine of Wands. But feeling tired, feeling discouraged, wondering if you have what it takes to continue. It's kind of sometimes the dark night of the soul, or, feeling really tired in the last quarter mile and wondering if you should give up. That may vary in intensity for people because this is a general reading. It's interesting though, because we have these two sets of really positive cards, but they're flanking that Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords. This could be surrendering to, and the surrendering might be, kind of difficult or challenging or painful, surrendering to the fact that you can't do anything in a situation. Feeling like, maybe I should give up, but then there's all this positive energy. So let's clarify. This is interesting. It feels like for some of you Pisces, this is like, I didn't know it was going to be this hard. I didn't know it was going to take so long. Maybe I can't really do anything in this situation and I should just let it go and trust to God, trust to fate. I'm doing fine on my own. I'm doing just great. But then there's like almost a sense of renewed hope. Now, it might be a financial issue, or even, something to do with inheritance or the division of home, family, property, estate, money. Um, because it almost looks like, it feels like here, it's like, okay, you know what, I'm doing fine on my own. I'm just going to give up on this. And then all of a sudden, it comes in. All right, let's clarify. Clarify the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles. Again, we have the Nine of Coins, the Nine of Pentacles. It's the same thing. The Two of Pentacles. The Six of Swords, the Five of Swords. Keeping something concealed, winning at all cost. For some of you, this may feel like you're... If this is love and romance, some of you may have been working on a relationship or working on gaining a relationship, or maybe even a certain person, and it's been taking so long, and you wonder if maybe you're just better off on your own. Maybe you're just better off being single. Maybe you're thinking of just giving up, or at least letting it go in the sense, if it's meant to be, God will make it happen because I can't. For some of you, this might be some kind of financial issue of some kind, or property, or it could have something to do with inheritance or house or something of that sort. And you've been struggling against something or struggling with something for so long, and you're feeling very discouraged. But what I'm seeing is that you're very close to reaching the end of a very difficult cycle. And it feels like once you kind of actually give up, in a sense, or just let go of the idea even, or the reality or the idea of being helpless, that's when it comes in for you. But here with the Nine of Wands, you're thinking perhaps just giving up on this thing, whatever the thing is. But for some of you, it might be that happy home, either in relationship or perhaps the financial and material stability of it. But you're not sharing any of this, but you're thinking of maybe changing your mind. Something that you've been working towards or for a long time, but it's turned out to be longer and harder than you thought. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Judgment, a crossroads, a choice, being called to action. Lovers, a crossroads and a choice regarding a relationship. The Chariot, success, but only from sheer perseverance, determination, and being willing to go through anything that you need to in order to achieve success. Clarify the Three of Swords. The Magician, the Manifester. So we're clarifying the Eight of Swords, which is feeling hopeless, helpless, like you can't change, improve, or get out of a situation. The Magician, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. The Four of Wands again, the Page of Cups. Okay, so this feels like what you're surrendering to. It feels here like you... like it, like you can't get through to a person. Like you've been trying and trying and trying to manifest something, perhaps with a person or a relationship or a marriage or home, something to do with that like water energy area of your life. But there could be like financial material issues for some of you here as well. And it feels like you just can't, or you haven't been able to get through to somebody. Like that everything that you've tried is to no avail. And you're just kind of feeling like, okay, I'm just going to surrender to this. For a smaller portion of you, it just might be surrendering that to the fact that this is going to be longer and harder than you ever thought it would be. And you could just be surrendering to that too. But then we have the 10 of Coins and the 4 of Wands. This is long-term stability and security. And there's a strong connection with both of these cards to home and family. This is one of the wedding cards. So it might be, but because to me this feels like some of you, it might just be, look, I'm going to just be happy with what I have, with the home, the family that I have, or be, you know, could be like living at home with mom and dad or something. Let me clarify this. Because it feels like you're trying to convince like this has turned out to be longer and harder than you thought. Should I give up? Should I keep going? Should I give up? That's what that 9 of Wands is. Maybe I'm better off on my own. I'm doing fine on my own. You know, I'm working towards this thing. Maybe I should just surrender to the fact that I can't manifest what I want to manifest. I can't get through to the other side. And then it feels like it comes to pass. Or you hear something that completely renews your hope again. Clarify a 10 of Coins, 4 of Wands. There's an energy here for some of you Pisceans. The example that just went through my head is trying to get pregnant. I'm not saying any, but it could be for some of you. Trying to get pregnant. You're thinking about it all the time. You're obsessing about it all the time. You're worried about it, and you know, frustration after frustration. And finally, you're just like, maybe I'm just not ever gonna be a parent, and maybe I'll just have to adopt, or maybe whatever. I'm just gonna give up on that. So you let it go. But what you also let go of is the stress and anxiety and negativity around it. And that clears out that negative energy just enough so that spirit can actually bring it through, and then you get pregnant, right? We've all heard those stories, and it does happen that way. Once we release the obsessive stress, negative focus, all of that, then it frees up, that it kind of unblocks the energy enough that what you want can actually come to you, right? Too many cards. That's what this feels like. Boy, your cards are just all over the place, Pisces. The Empress. Lovely lady, new beginnings. The 8 of Wands, action, communication, fast movement. The 7 of Cups, daydreaming, fantasizing, building castles in the sky about the most beautiful potential that this could be. Yeah, I feel like you hear, okay, messages, right? Because this can mean travel, movement forward, powerful messages, and I'm getting messages quite strongly. I feel like you hear something. It's like you let go, and that's when things start to happen, and you hear something that gives you hope in this long-term stability and security that will have a positive effect on home and family. Now, again, that can be purely in a financial material way for some of you, but it can represent relationship for some of you too, like a long-term relationship or marriage, or the hope of having that with a specific person. Might be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, could also be a Taurus. Interesting reading. Not entirely clear on some levels, but general readings always resonate a little differently for everyone. All right, let's end with some advice, guidance, or messages for Pisces for the last 2 weeks of September 2021. I think you just have to kind of keep the faith here and keep putting one foot in front of the other, but try not to be too obsessive about it. Because remember, it's sometimes in letting go that opens the way for change. The Emperor, solid, steady, stable, responsible, accountable. Temperance, balance, staying grounded, not letting your emotions take you too far out to left field or right field. The Hierophant, convention, tradition, walking the prescribed path, doing the things that are set out for you to do. This is all about just kind of, I don't know why I say keeping the faith. Like, just keep putting one foot in front of the other. There's almost an indication here of not giving up, but letting go of the expectations of when, where, how. Trusting that Spirit's going to bring you exactly what it is that you need and you want in the right time, in the right way. And in the meantime, just keep getting up and eating the Wheaties and doing the thing and all of that stuff. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. All right, Pisces, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of September. I hope they resonated and were helpful and useful to somebody out there, because that's why we do these readings. Again, if any of this resonates with you, let me know. And if it resonates with you enough that you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something, or perhaps as a gift for someone else, click on the description link below for my email information, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be most happy to hear from you and most happy to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the October general readings. Stay well until then. Be blessed, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.